Hello, Live Love readers. Today we're going to be reading The Enchanted Princess. There was once a king and a queen who had such a beautiful baby daughter that the fairy queen came to hear of it. This must be a very special child indeed to be so utterly beautiful, the fairy queen thought to herself, and she sent 3 of her best fairies to give her 3 magical gifts. The first fairy gave her the gift of wisdom, the second gave the gift of honesty, and the third gift was charity. The king and queen had no idea how special their baby was. By the time the princess had grown into a young lady, news of her beauty had spread far and wide. Every prince in the world wanted to marry her, and although those that came to meet her were either rich or handsome, the princess did not fall in love with any of them. The king and queen were worried. "You have your pick of every prince in the world. Surely one of them will do," sighed the perplexed queen. "But mother," replied the princess, "I must be honest with myself. I must marry a worthy man." Being a wise young woman, the princess realized that these princes only wanted her for her beautiful face. So, when the princess came to visit her again, she made herself look ugly by placing a large wart from the skin of a pig on the end of her nose. One by one, the princes came to see her, but this time none of them proposed marriage because they were put off by the enormous wart. It was not until the last prince of all came to visit the princess that she finally met a man worthy of her love. This prince was from a far-off land, and it had taken him many weeks to reach the princess' palace. As soon as she met him, the princess knew that he was the one, for he did not even glance at her face, but seemed to gaze straight into her heart. "This is the prince I shall marry," declared the princess. "But my dear child," replied the queen, "you cannot marry this prince, for he is blind." But because the princess had the gifts of wisdom, honesty, and charity, she followed her heart and married the blind prince. She realized that true beauty comes from within and that real vision doesn't always come from the eyes. So she and her prince lived happily ever after. The end.